Those of us U.S. citizens who live on the coast have the ability to access the bodies of water that surround our country. These oceans are so important to us economically. While they may be important to us economically, they also serve as an important source of food in an area in which we as humans can have fun, whether that be through recreational fishing, snorkeling, swimming, and boating as well. As some of you who live along the coast may know, ocean acidification is a major ongoing problem. For those of you who don't know what it is, ocean acidification is the ongoing decrease in the pH value of our oceans. This process is caused by the ocean's uptake of carbon dioxide from the Earth's atmosphere. Approximately 30 to 40% of the carbon dioxide produced from human activity ends up in the oceans surrounding our country. As the levels of carbon dioxide grow in the oceans, the amount of hydrogen ions increases as well. This process is a result of chemical reactions between seawater and carbon dioxide. When the concentration of hydrogen ions increases in the ocean, the seawater becomes more acidic and causes decrease in the richness of carbonate ions. The decline in carbonate ions is significant because they serve as building blocks for many structures, including coral skeletons and seashells. Increased acidity will slow the growth of carbonate structures and may even result in these structures dissolving faster than they grow. With weaker and thinner shells, key commercial fishing organisms, such as mussels and clams, will be less abundant throughout our oceans and in turn hurt the economy. Also, with weaker coral skeleton, coral reefs are starting to break down and die. As many of you viewers already know, coral reefs serve as a habitat to many fish species. With a loss in habitat, though, many fish species will be forced to migrate. A loss in habitat would make many smaller fish species susceptible to predators and in turn result in higher death rates. Again, the migration of fish would have a negative impact on the commercial fishing industry, as fishermen would be forced to catch product in locations that are different from the coral reefs that they are used to fishing around. Two of the cities that emit the most carbon dioxide in the world, let alone just in the US, are Los Angeles and New York City. These two cities just happen to be located right near our country's coast. Transportation obviously is a necessity in major cities along the coast, and in the US, a typical passenger car emits around 4.6 metric tons of carbon dioxide per year. In order to combat the ongoing conflict with carbon dioxide and its effects on our oceans, I believe that citizens living in states along the coast should look into purchasing and using electric cars. Scientists studying the issue with carbon dioxide believe that annual greenhouse gas emissions would be reduced by 1,030 million metric tons with a full implementation of electric vehicles, which happens to be a 45% reduction. Some may argue that switching to electric-powered cars may not be beneficial due to their lack of range before recharging and potentially long charge times. Potentially, though, car batteries will switch to be made from graphene, a carbon compound that would allow driving ranges of electric cars to increase by approximately 500 miles per charge. A transfer over to electric cars along the coast would greatly reduce CO2 emissions and result in less absorption of carbon dioxide in surrounding oceans. In turn, the acidity levels in the ocean would return to a more neutral state, and there would be less environmental stressors on coral reefs as well as other marine organisms. Coastal cities wouldn't have to worry about economic collapse due to losses from commercial fishing as well.